Hello, everybody. Good day, good evening, and even good morning to those ones who are going to be waking up. Welcome to another educational and not just educational, a very impacting show that's going to leave you educated, innovated, and not just innovated, but even emphasize, local development and even, make a huge difference even in your own private space. I go by the name of Madoki, and we are coming to you live in Bantwane Traditional Council. The members that I have here are the members that are making difference in around our local area, which is Denelton. Today we are coming live and we are going to be posing, development questions that are gonna assist you, not just assist you, impact you, because you are one of the community members in around Denelton. If you're not in around Denelton, then you are coming from a different part of this world. Then you might learn something from other people. Hey, I just want to say welcome to Exceptional and Friends podcast, and this right here is the Bantwane Traditional Council. And to those ones who know that this is the loving month, it's about to come to an end. We are about to start a very spiritual and not just spiritual month, but a very energetic month, which is March. People are going to be attending conferences. People are going to be coming to you live wherever you are in order to pray. If it's not praying, it's either celebratory. I just want to tell you, whoever is going to be embarking on a journey on this coming month, a month of hecticness, a month that's going to give you a lot of travel. May you travel with God. Make sure that everybody is safe around you, and make sure that you abide to the laws, and make sure that you pray for the ones that are about to embark on a spiritual journey. Be it Apostolic Church, be it Zion, make sure that you pray to each and every journey. But other than that, hey, I just want to welcome one of the leaders of Bantwane Traditional Council, who's going to be talking more about youth development and embarkments that are going to change the future, not just the future, and even going forward. And he's not just coming alone, he's coming with a greater number of his members according to their respect and according to their seats. I just hope that this interview is going to teach you something. But before I even go further, I would like to welcome Mr. MOKOMANE. Sir, welcome to the show. We are honored to have you on the show. We are very pleased. We are motivated by what you and your members, fellow members, are doing. Today we want to talk to you and your fellow members, more especially about community development and youth development, and not just about that, and more that you are, sitting down usually when you have your meetings along with your members. What is it that you guys have for us as a community, and what is it that you have for us in the nearest future? But first, before we go through the questions, can you please introduce yourself and introduce your panel according to their seat, Mr.
So you are welcome, Mr. Madoki.
Yes.
On the right side for me is Mr. Nkosi. He's a general secretary of mine. On the left side is a deputy secretary. Mr. Makofane.
Okay.
And then on the side is Mr. Lebisi.
Yes.
And is also a treasurer. Kelma is one of the member of committee.
Okay.
And next to you is Mr. Abi Matawate.
Okay.
It's a member of a committee. And also Masilela, Mr. Masilela is one of our member in committee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you very much for the introduction, Mr. MOKOMANE. How did you, all of everybody who's here, establish this great impacting movement?
Yeah. We started. Actually, it's a long time. It's not now. Reveal the up and down at the inch.
Yes, yes.
Re-establish this committee our leader, Barvele, in probation for a period of 4 years.
Wow.
Before they nominate a head person. And then they see, all right, we are coming all right. That's why they nominate me to be a head person. This is my panel. And many people, they can ask how I manage my job, because I've got many titles.
Yes, yes.
And I'm not going to do everything alone. I do with those people.
Yes, yes.
They assist me. Many of work they do itself.
Wow.
They just come to me when they see something is wrong.
Yes, yes. No, that's really nice. Can you elaborate a little bit about the importance of teamwork too? Because establishing such an impacting working team of your caliber, I'm pretty much sure it doesn't take one day. It doesn't take even a single spite. It takes a lot of sweat and hard work. How important is it for you to have the teamwork ethic?
Yeah, you are right, Mister. Actually, it's very difficult to have this committee. It's true, I sweat too much. Yeah. And at the end, I managed to make them to put it in order right, so that they can run the community right and not in the old style. I'm happy with them. What can I say? I'm happy.
No, that's nice. That's nice. I want to talk about the day where everybody and even any community member had the audacity and the chance to be nominated as a tribal member. Can you take us through what really happens to a point where we get that bodily movement that came in order for people to come in and nominate one of the community members in order for them to become a tribal member?
Thank you for this opportunity. I think if we have to ask that, how can you establish yourself in order to be a great community leader?
Wow.
It all comes with a team. Let us break down this verb, team. It is an abbreviation at its own. We know that it is together, everyone achieves more. Meaning that if we mix our efforts, we do everything together, then we reach consensus before we take it to the people. Because now the people have gotten a problem of saying Mr. MOKOMANE has nominated himself because he's taken his cars going to lobby people in order to vote for him. That didn't happen.
Yes.
People know him. He is a developer by nature. You all see he has got cars that he's not using alone. He's taking people to farms in order to showing that there's an employment in our village, which is a national crisis. But to him, you can see that percentage, although it's just a drop in the ocean, but it's something.
Yeah, it's something.
Yeah,
more especially the number of unemployment that Mr. MOKOMANE and even everybody has taken to a different number. I don't want to lie, it's a very great number, because if we were to look at companies that are owned in around Denelton, how many workers do we have that are coming from that local area that are working for a company that exists in around Denelton? We've got little. So he's adding in terms of cutting the number of unemployment. Talking about unemployment, how can we, as a committee that has this stage, according to your respect, how can we embark on cutting more of this high unemployment, more especially in around our community members, in around Denelton, even around neighboring hoods that are like ours?
The simple answer is, as you can see now, the problem with those farmers, they are employing illegal immigrants. Then let us put our hands together and assist our leader, who is in command,
Yes, yes.
who's only employing South African citizens,
Yeah.
and those are youth, and those youth belong to the communities.
Yes, yes.
Not only Bantwane as such. You can go to Lusaka, you can go to Liberty, you can go to Stompo, Slovo.
Yes.
They are hailing him, say, because they can put bread on the table. But if you have to make sure that employment is always on the par, let us all help each other in order to eliminate these illegal immigrants that are employed by those farmers.
Yes.
Of which other farmers they are also illegal.
Yes, yes.
They don't have papers to be in South Africa, but they are busy taking our employments, which Mr. MOKOMANE, as our leader,
Yes.
is fighting it and employing the citizens of our village.
Yes, yes, yes.
I pride him in this one.
Yeah, I also pride him in that one.
Yeah.
What is it that you as a committee have for the community that you think it's going to steer a difference? You know, a lot of people, you know, communities they've got a lot of demands. Today you're nominated as a councillor. Tomorrow there are 5 people knocking on your door and saying, we want Apollos, we want a new tar road, we want a pave, we want all of that, this and that, which within a blink of an eye, it's impossible to assassinate or execute, because we've got too many, as we've spoken about outside, we've got too many protocols that really abides before you get to approve a certain fund. So what do you as a committee have for the community?
One thing that we have got is let us unite our communities. Then they know that if we don't have services that we are paying, it's not easy to have funds to promote our villages. Like long ago, you know, when you were living in Mteti, you were paying R1 per year for development. But this did not happen in our village, just because we didn't have people like Mr. MOKOMANE. But now if you have got people of this nature and the people working together with him, we can attract people to come in and do it. There are projects coming and nothing secret. Everything will be transparent. Then we know that when coming to implement hiring people, then this will happen in our village. And those projects will be steered and controlled by this tribal council.
Wow.
Knowing that the tribal council is the one that has to go giving information to the public at large here in our communities, so that people can get employment.
Wow.
There are many projects coming.
Wow.
They are on the pipeline.
So the companies that are gonna come in so that they can push projects in around NL10, in terms of hiring percentage, what is the hiring percentage for, let's say, if it's coming here in Muteti? Are we promising that 50% of the hiring percentage of the company it's a must that the community must be hired, 50% of the community must be hired, whether the company likes it or not? Or maybe is it gonna be maybe a 20, the company is gonna come in with their terms and conditions and say, we cannot take 50%, we take 25%. What is that take in terms of the hiring percentage of each and every projects that are gonna come in around our communities?
Let us take it from our constitution.
Yes.
In 2005, it was established that if there is a project coming to our community, 60% of the workers must be from the local.
Correct.
Then 40% they can come with their management and all these things, but 60% should be from the local communities.
Wow.
That's the percentage that is required. Then we have to push on that. If those projects are not doing that, we have to stop them a bit, go to negotiations, go and report back to our communities, come back with an answer. Then they must follow that. They all know that this is South African constitution. It's forcing them to do that.
Wow.
Yeah, the tribal council that is led by Mr. MOKOMANE is working hand in glove with the government.
With the government.
That is why we have to follow the constitution as it is.
My question was in line with the government. Thank you very much for talking about. Can you explain the relationship between you as a committee and the government? How is the government and you have a relationship in this committee?
Let me say like this.
Yes.
All right, that one I can push it on Mr. Nkosi.
Okay. Mr. Nkosi?
Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
And as far as this committee and the government, actually, as they've explained that you are working hand in glove with the government, our leader, who is on top of the hierarchy, who maybe is our main umbrella, and then he's taking laws from the government.
Oh.
And then they share, actually. They just don't maybe get whatever the government wants to do, and then they share the ideas with the government. And then they must work together, and then if anything that happens from the government, and then it pops up from our main leader, and then it comes direct to our headman, and then our headman and then is telling this council,
yeah.
and then the council, and then makes a means that the people on the floor,
yeah.
on the ground, they know that the government is trying to implement 1, 2, 3.
The implementation of the nomination that was done in Slovo, was it a mandate from the government with the relationship with the tribal council?
Yes,
or maybe was it?
Yes, it was from the government, because the government, by doing that, is trying maybe to eliminate the problems that are arising throughout the whole world. Because now, previously, if you remember, it was just the municipality,
yes.
and the government,
yes.
excluding the traditional councils.
Yes, the traditional council, sorry.
You know, now the government, and then have included the traditional leaders into Israel. As you see that each and every traditional leader is registered with the government.
Yes.
And being registered with the government, that means they are in a payroll in the government.
Yes.
So they are working hand in gloves.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that if maybe our like our area, like our leader, our main leader, our mother body, and then is having a problem here, and then the government should know that Hoshi Mr. So, and then in his place is having such a problems. Like when it comes to, let me say, maybe the budget is coming.
Yeah.
And then they must know that because we are working with the traditional leaders, and then we must call all the traditional leaders that, and then we are going to give all the traditional leaders their budget, and then we allocate them like this. And then they call our headmen to come from to the area where our chieftaincy is basically in.
Yeah.
And then they explain to them that, okay, here is the budget. Now, Mr. So and so and so and so, and then can you tell me what problems did you have in your areas?
Oh.
What needs to be how can we maybe start with, you know? And then so our traditional leaders, because they our leader as headmates, because they know this, they are staying with us here, and then they can see that, okay, in Bantwane maybe no water there,
yes,
no clinics there,
yes,
no what. They know the problems that they have. Then they give it to Mahoshi.
Yes.
Then Mahoshi is the one that say, okay, Mr. MOKOMANE, I'm going to give you this budget. Then Mr. Matabat, I'm going to give you this budget as maybe their problems, so that this maybe might help you to solve the problems in your area. So that is why maybe they are working hand in glove with the government.
Okay, now I have the relationship.
Actually, they are trying maybe to form a small GNU.
Oh, well, this is gonna be an impact to the community.
Yes.
And I value the mere fact that now the government is taking part in terms of involving itself with the tribals. I mean traditional councils, and even again the queen and the king.
Yes.
Can I even ask and add in terms of a ruling and not just ruling? Actually the legal and the most rightful leader of all the council is who?
The rightful leader of all traditional councils here is Muhumahadi MC Matebe.
Okay.
Muhumahadi MC Matebe. That's the rightful.
Okay. And then we have, in different communities, we have now disclaimers that are saying they are the rightful headmen in around different communities, not just ours alone, that has different type of unregistered traditional councils. What do we do going forward in order for people to certify that the leading committee that has a certain leader of this sort, they are the rightful legal committee to lead the community? Meaning, if I need to buy a stand, I need to come to this necessary council, or I need to take to myself to this certain council in order for me to have a proper stand. How do we cancel or how do we take or go about in terms of knowing which one is the legitimate or the rightful head leader in the community? Because now we have too many disclaimers.
Yes. I agree with you.
Yes.
But now, as a human being, you can see that this one is a rightful person, that he might help me according to the law. But you can see that this one is just taking chances. You can check them. Maybe they don't have an office like this.
Okay.
Maybe they sit under a tree.
Yes.
Are you going to be satisfied maybe to be given a stand and the false papers under a tree? Where are you going to file those papers?
What should the papers have in order to say that, this is a legitimate paper that says I own this stand?
Yes, the papers has got our logo, the logo that we are using, which is a crocodile.
Yes.
And a stamp that says the crocodile. But if you find someone that with different types of stamps and something like that, we can see that is faking that person. Babina Kolobe, Babina Homu,
yes,
no, that's not the one.
Oh, that's nice.
And let me add on top of that, Mr. Madokine.
Yes, Mr.
Many people, they don't understand. Our people make self full.
Yes.
Because they know exactly what's going on. But they can go to the small boy or whatever he see, he just bring the money, I'll make you your place. But he give them money. But if you can check that, it's a bona fide of this place. The place is under Bantwane traditional council. There is no way that Chief Mamburu can fly away from far to Sikukune land to be a part of this Denelton people. We must teach our people. They must change. You know what? At the old time apartheid regime,
yes.
the Boer was saying, we as a black person, we don't understand what is the right thing in the front of many people. We know just to fight.
Yeah.
That time is over past. It's a long time story. We have to move with people and then to teach the people the rights, and then maybe we can go ahead to defeat this thing of immigrant thing.
Oh, sorry. Yes. Oh, sorry about that.
And that thing happening at Slovo is going to finish all story of the surrounding Denelton.
Yes.
Because every chief in South Africa, he got that committee. It's a law from the government said he must make that a council, and they present it on the 5th of February. And then that thing is going to work just like municipality.
Yeah.
And then after 5 years, we go back and nominate again. It's not a life story.
Oh.
Yeah.
So meaning you don't have to be born in a royal house.
No. We're talking, listen, Mr. Madok, we're talking about the leadership, not a royal blood.
Yes.
To be a leader and to be a chief is a different story.
Yes.
And then the chief is going with a bloodline.
Yes.
And then to be a leader or to be a headman, we can make it in the morning, in the afternoon, we just chase away.
What is your position under this council?
Now,
because people are, sorry about that, people are confusing you for a king that's ruling everywhere. So what is
they don't understand. They must come me and then ask me.
Yes.
I'm not a king.
Yes.
People, they must know I'm not the king.
Yes.
I'm just a mere headman person.
Yes.
That's work under a Bantwane traditional council.
Yeah.
There is no that such a thing because people they don't understand because of they go with the old story to say a person who want to be a headman must be
from a royal house.
Yeah, no, we are not talking about the royal house.
Yes.
It must be one of the Bantwane.
From a tribal perspective,
they are
must
speaking
come
tribalism.
No,
Yes.
no, and now we are not talking about the chief.
Yeah.
We're talking about the headman. Anyone can be a headman. It's a lady. It's a Shangani. It's a Watwat. He can take the seat of leading people as long as we are doing it right.
Yeah.
Because I know and I understand many people, they were saying Mr. MOKOMANE, they reject them and then they take papers, they take what and then there's no such a thing.
Correct.
And they're wondering again, how can that people, that man, they chase him away, but he can call government, he must come to his place.
Yeah.
Call the chief, come his place.
Yeah.
Police also go downwards slow, and they know people, they nominate him also. Because me, since 1980, I start to work with people. It's not a new story when I work with people.
Wow.
We are bona fide of this place. In 90, I was starting to have old people to get pension on my place.
Correct.
And that time it was a apartheid story, and then a black person, they mustn't say something to the government. But I make say on that time, I bring my people here, they get pay here at home, and then for a period of 30 years.
Yeah, it's been long.
It's a long time. And I was in the people, and I didn't make any wrong thing like this one.
Correct.
On the church, same. I born in the church. I'm still working in the church. I work with the people also.
Yes.
Since I starting to work with people when I leave the school in 1977.
Wow.
So it's not a new story to lead the people from me.
It's in the blood.
Yeah. And then people, they can't understand. And I'm not saying I'm good to all people. No. I just do my things, and then it's just flow.
Yes. It's all God's plan.
Okay.
It's all God's plan. So for the community that wants to come to the committee, in order for the committee to, assist, or maybe if they want to bring development, how do they go about? Let's say there's a training provider that wants to bring a skills development in around.
No, what can we say, Mr. Matogi, on that thing?
Yes.
We can say our youth must go to school. They must have something in his hand. Actually, if we have nothing, just make we must have a grade 12.
Yes.
So that you can make something, you make a CK, you make what, you must have something so that opportunity when it's come, you can fit there. You can't say sit, I'm going to sit because I know Mr. MOKOMANE, when opportunities come, he's going to call me.
Yes.
No. Because they can come that opportunity, but they're going to say we need people like such a soft skill must take this position. That one must we need or maximum grade 10.
Yes.
Then you sit, you don't have that thing. Only a mere grade 10. You see.
The youth must definitely go to school.
Yeah.
I don't wanna lie. It's gonna create a lot of difference because that's the only thing that's gonna take us out of here. So I wanted to ask for university purposes, because there was one question who came to me and asked. He said, personally asked, how can maybe your committee try to help or assist the learners that are, have managed to pass in a good way, but then they don't have the powers or the capable money to go to the nearest college or university. Because some did mention that, as a committee, you have power to persuade or maybe convince even entities to, forward a certain funding for a young kid who has grade 12, but then they do not have funding.
No, when it comes to education,
yes,
we as traditional council, we can only assist with advices and ensure the channels of how to get those things.
Yeah.
But the person himself or herself must initiate. You cannot just sit at home and say, I want to go to a college. Depends on your past marks. Then NSFAS is there.
Yes.
It's helping all the people.
Yes.
Then if you don't know how to go to those NSFAS people, we can assist you on that. We can organize from the local schools and help you apply for those NSFAS things.
Yes.
And we have got people who are in the universities. When I come to myself, I know UL. I've got people there who can assist you, and you go there and present yourself.
Yes.
Because everything should be submitted by you.
Yes.
You don't have to sit to be spoon-fed at all times.
Correct.
Be proactive.
Indeed. We must be proactive.
Sure.
I know that you are proactive in terms of having too many meetings as a committee, but what are the new laws that you have for a community like Moteti or Deneltons? Do you have new laws that people must be aware of or know in order for them not to break them? Like, for instance, maybe you might introduce a new law that says don't be on the streets around 10 p.m. or maybe don't do this, do that, as a committee and the ones who are leading us as the youth and the community.
For now, we don't have bylaws, but we have planned to have a community policing forum.
Okay.
Which is also supported by the local police station. That is on the pipeline. We have asked the community members to come and nominate people who can lead them, or rather make street committees.
Yes.
Then you have whistles. We know whenever there is a crime somewhere, then you hear a whistle, someone whistling.
Yeah,
then we have to all come up, assist, and do whatever that we can.
Wow.
But firstly, we have to register that with the local police station.
Okay.
And that is one of the things that we are busy with.
Okay.
And the other thing, one developmental case.
Yes.
Coming to schools, we have seen that all the schools in our villages are only teaching Spedi.
Yes.
Which is not right. We have got people who are speaking Zulu, speaking Tsonga. All the languages are here.
Yes.
Then it's one of the things that we have met with the principal there. we are on the line of doing that.
Wow. I know, that's great.
Then on that one, we also ask you to help us get all those people with children who are 4 years now, going to be 5 next year,
Okay.
to come and attend grade R.
Oh,
Then that is a development case. That is done by the traditional council.
wow.
We have started that thing.
No, that's nice.
Yes.
We are a rainbow, you know. We have different.
There's a rainbow
colors.
nation.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So
Yeah.
we
are not a one band.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. So the more the merrier.
Yes.
I know that's a very nice initiative. I would love to know, you know, as time goes on, the feedback of what's going to happen going forward in terms of, you know, coming and initiating other languages, because we've got different types of languages in our country, and we need to embrace them, more especially coming from an educational background. If it means we should have physics in Sepedi, let us fight in order to have physics in Sepedi, even though it's going to take us time, but at some point we will.
But it's in the constitution.
Wow.
There's no problem. It's in the constitution.
Yeah, I know
They say every child should learn which is home language or mother tongue in order to understand everything.
Yeah.
Likewise, they are doing things on their own languages.
Correct.
That is why the pass rate there
It's too
is high.
Yeah. Correct. Coming to you, Mr. MOKOMANE, one person did ask me a very nice question, which I really liked. He did ask me that, how did you manage to become, starting from where you started up until become a leader and a businessman, and even I would say an entrepreneur, up until this day?
Oh,
Yes.
It's nearly about personal, but I will answer.
Yes.
Me, I come from the poor family. My father, it was a normal person, and I'm proud of them, my parents, because they didn't steal even, but I don't know what can I say.
Yeah.
They teach me how to work hard, to have something in your hands.
Yes.
I leave the school because I didn't have money to go to school. That time the school was paying.
Yes.
So I lived at the Teyane with that JC. If you were with JC that time, of our time, it was a standard. So I started to work hard to reach to everything I see. Even I sleep. I don't maybe a dream or wake up, maybe the police can enter in my place and say, where did you take this? And I make in front of them all this area here. I do everything I have in public.
Yes.
They didn't see in the morning when they wake up, I've got that, they've got that. Those people who maybe can what can I say, to my type people who we grow up,
yes,
they can tell you about me.
Yes.
Me, I can't tell you that how good am I. No, you must ask somewhere else about me. They will tell me who am I.
Takes a lot to be a business successful man.
Yeah. And then we started in a wrong time with apartheid time.
Yes, it was rough.
It was rough. Because if you can't speak Afrikaans, you can't get job, you can't get nothing. We forced to speak Afrikaans language. In my time, when I speak Afrikaans, you didn't say it's a black person there if you are around there. I was speak a proper Afrikaans fluently. I work in government 1982, 81, 82. Here in Pretoria at the Development 8. In Afrikaans they were saying is samenwerking en ontwikkeling.
Yes.
I was there.
Well, what does that mean?
And then I was with Martina Skalbeek in one table. They take us here from Bantwane to establish the Bantwane government. I was one of the 10 clerk who made Bantwane implement.
Wow.
The time when Malibana meeting fall down Mamope, I was there. I was sleeping about 500 away from Mamope's house.
Wow.
When they took me in the stadium. So I do a lot of things. And from that time, I was working with people that time. I was working with 700 people. 200 was drivers. 100 was security people. And then that 400 was a labor. They were working under me. We were 10. I was chief of that 10 clerk.
Wow.
So according to work, it's better I must leave.
Wow.
So I can go comment further.
No, that's a very great motivational story you got for us there. As a leader in a committee, what are your last words to the people? Because I'm about to wrap up. I would like to hear your last words to the people, Mr.
All I want to say with our people, they must try to work hard. They mustn't live just like people when they shout them, they insult them, they making better, that and that and that. This place, it's only one person who can make a weight and then we follow that weight. It's Khoshi Khadi, MC Matebe.
Yes.
I know it's a woman. Many people, they don't like him. They say, we can't lead with the women.
Yes.
And I can guarantee you, Matokine, no one can touch that woman or to shift that woman.
Yes, yes.
Never.
Yes.
Because he got all things,
The authority.
yes. And then all paper the government give him, it's a original chief.
Wow.
No one can make whatever he made to shift him.
Yes, yes.
That's why the office was closed, making too much noise.
Yes, yes.
Where they are now.
No, and now we've got the Queen ruling.
So it's okay. Let me say, our people, let's go forward and then help our people to be a right people, actually.
Yes, yes. No, thank you. Anybody around the committee, Mr. Ngosi, last week?
Yes.
Mr.
No.
Ngosi will come after.
No, let's pray from God that maybe God can give us strength, so that we can make sure that this Bantwane place, the place we are living in, and then is developed well, rather than to be like this. As you can see, that this place is not like other places.
Yes.
We don't have this, we don't have this. We can see in our house that we are still short of many things, unlike other areas. We don't have street lights, don't have clinics, all these things, man, that needs to be near the people. But we can say, I'm thanking all these people that we are working together, because we are working hand in gloves, and then we respect each other. Our man here, Mr. MOKOMANE, and then is treating us equally. And then maybe we can say, may God maybe bless him and then be with us for another years to come.
Yes.
Maybe in 5 years' times or 6 years' times, and then we might find ourselves being in a different Bantwane.
Yes.
I think.
Yes. Indeed. Mr. Moko.
Okay, thank you. And the last way that I can put forward is,
Yes.
you must understand that as a leader, you must have many hearts and two rooms. If you have got many hearts, because you are working with many people, then you have 2 rooms in those hearts. In those hearts, each heart has 2 rooms, meaning that the first room is for getting those compliments that you are giving us now. Then the other room is for disappointment. Meaning that you must accommodate all those things. Knowing that you are working with people who are from Bantwane, you all know them, their ideologies. They claim to be indigenous people. Meaning that everything that you are doing, you cannot do because maybe you are not born and bred in Bantwane. Wherever you're coming with something that can develop them. They want people who have lived there maybe from 1962 backward. Then they say, no, this one can tell us about Bantwane, but development, no, they don't talk about that. That is why I say, as leaders here, we are together, we are working as a team, then we must have all those hearts and have those rooms. Then we are fine.
Wow. Nah, thank you very much. Anybody who wants to add, Mr. Are you okay?
No, I'm okay.
You okay, Mr. Mr. Bruce, are you okay? Oh, Mr. right there, yeah.
Yeah, I'm okay, thanks, gentlemen.
Yeah.
I didn't expect to hear such a nice words and good advice from you.
Yes.
And so yeah, I thank you, especially if you are one of the members of the community of Bantwane.
Yes.
I didn't think such a young guy who is talented is around.
Yes.
I'm surprised today.
Yeah, no, thank you.
So just what I like to say, I'm just worried because we already spoke English from the beginning until the end.
Yes.
Whilst we are black peoples.
Yes.
That's where my problem lies.
Yes.
We can speak, we can be educated, but our language comes first.
Correct.
So, but I respect because it's your job.
Yes.
But as a traditional, no one has spoken such big language.
Yes.
That's where my problem lies. But up to so far, no problem. Because some of the peoples, they didn't read. They don't know Afrikaans. They don't know English.
Correct.
So if you all going on English, then some they don't hear. They will ask someone.
Yes.
Someone can give him wrong information.
Yes.
So I mean, in future, let's mix in our home language.
Correct.
Must be the first priority.
Correct.
So for now, what I like to say on the community of Bantwane, nobody can fix Bantwane without their support.
Yes.
They must learn when the speaker is rotating, the traditional calling them or municipality. They must attend the meeting. So the problem of Bantwane youth, they don't attend meeting. Every meeting, you get old people.
Correct.
Then tomorrow the youth, they are complaining. They must come to the meeting and hear what's the purpose of the meeting.
Correct.
Then they will ask, then they will find answers. So my biggest problem is that the youth of Bantwane, they are just relaxing. They don't care about their village. I'm from Pretoria, but I know a lot of this place, which some of them, they say, Karanaya Kaimu. They don't know nothing until today. But I know a lot. So the problem is just I'm asking the youth and everybody that they must attend the meeting. So the problem is bar. Then it's where they get the wrong information.
Indeed.
So I'm there today because this what is happening today is going to be a transparent thing, shows that this thing is in publicity, so that people mustn't confused that where's the right traditional council.
Yes.
They must know where they must go.
Yes.
So I think from now they know where they must go.
Yes.
Thank you.
Indeed. Anyone else? Last week, Mr. Latote, are you okay?
No, I'm okay.
Remember, are you okay, Mr. Rivisi? Okay. Indeed, everybody okay. I just want to thank everybody who has managed to come here. And I just hope that even the people who are at home will definitely understand that doors are open for them. Doors have been open for them. It's just that there was a little bit of some confusion, which is why we came in as a media body in order to, make people understand that, what, there's a bigger door open for them. It's just that they are too blind to see. Or maybe they are trying to be too ignorant to see because they do not understand the leader who's now at hand. So the mere fact that even the leader and the committee as well has made it transparent for everybody, in order for everybody to understand that, nobody's a king. Nobody is coming from royal blood. Nobody needs to have a royal blood in order to lead. It's about skills. It's about hard work, determination, and nothing else. So I just want to say thank you very much. I just hope everybody here is going to watch the show, even though everybody's not a YouTuber here. But it's okay. Your kids are going to show you this episode. You'll definitely see that, it has a lot of message, and it will even impact other people because people were confused, which is why we came in order to make them understand that, guys, there's a bigger door. So please keep on opening up the door, Mr. Mkomane, Mr. Magofan, Mr. Ngos, Mr. Ewes, everybody. Please open up the door for us, because this is the door that we need as youth, and this is the door that the community need in order for us to have a very developed and a very different Muteti Mutwane, be it 5 years, be it 10 years, but it will be a different Muteti and Denelton and even other local neighboring places according to how they are. So other than that,
to work together.
Yes, the main aim here is to unite. The more united we are, the lesser we're going to break. So let's unite, and nobody's gonna break us. So thank you. That was the most impacting and educational show, the traditional culture, coming to you live. I'm Madoki, and you're going to subscribe on the show. Make it a point that you can understand. Be educated, don't be confused, because you'll be confused and enter the wrong door. Know your leader, know your chief, know your king, know the person who you're supposed to go to. I'm Madoki, the only host who doesn't use the words but use himself. I just hope you're gonna like the show. I liked it. Booyah. Thank you. See you next week Friday.